I would like to talk about Sikkhamānā. I will answer 3 questions. Who is Sikkhamānā? What is the difference between Samaneri and Sikkhamānā? And why do we have to reintroduce Sikkhamānā again, at least in Thai Sangha, in the Thai Bhikkhuni Sangha? Sikkhamānā, I generally explain that they are Samaneri. I call them intensive Samaneri. Those Samaneris who have clear intention to become ordained as Bhikkhuni in the future. Therefore, they should spend their last 2 years as Sikkhamānā. Sikkhamānā is different from Samaneri in the sense that Samaneri can be ordained by just one upajjhaya. That is, one senior Bhikkhuni can give her ordination as Samaneri. Does not have to be in Sima, can be in the Vihara, can be in any building. But as Sikkhamānā, you have to be pronounced as Sikkhamānā within the Sima. And by chapter of Bhikkhuni Sangha, that is not less than 4. Usually we start with 5. The Sikkhamānās are Samaneri. So therefore, they take 10 precepts just like Samaneri. But intensive on the first 6, which is called Anudharma. The 6 Anudharma are nothing but the first 6 of the 10 precepts. This must be unbroken for 2 years. If it is unbroken, then you have to start counting the years anew. Counting, suppose if you have been Sikkhamānā for 1 year and you break the 6th Anudharma, you have to start counting again. So these are major differences. So therefore, because Sikkhamānā made announcement in the Sangha, both the Bhikkhuni Sangha and Bhikkhu Sangha. So therefore, the proclamation for them to become Sikkhamānā is Sanghakamma. This is the very important difference between Samaneri and Sikkhamānā. And because of that, the Sikkhamānās sit before the Samaneris, which means higher in their seating. The next question, the last question is that why do we have to introduce Sikkhamānā again? When the time when I received ordination in Sri Lanka in the year 2001, there were no talk about Sikkhamānā yet. Bhikkhunis come from Samaneri, and the very first batch of Bhikkhunis in Sri Lanka actually did not even come from Samaneri. They came from Sikkhamānā. These Sikkhamānās have been Sikkhamānās for 30 years, 40 years, so they have been accepted by the Bhikkhu Sangha that they have fulfilled the requirements to become Bhikkhunis. First batch is gone. Now we are talking about the existing Sangha, which we should go back to the original recommendation in the Vinaya. The Thai monks are the first one to ask some of our Samaneris, oh, you are Samaneris, so you don't want to be Bhikkhunis. These Samaneris said, yes, within 2 years we will become Bhikkhunis. Then the Thai monks said that, well, in that case you have to be Sikkhamānā, because in the Vinaya it says that Bhikkhunis come from Sikkhamānā. Bhikkhuni did not come from Samaneri. So it is very clearly written in the text that the step is like this: Samaneri, Sikkhamānā, and then Bhikkhunis. So therefore, we, the Thai Bhikkhunis in Thailand, at least in 3 centers, our center in Nakhon Pathom, Songtham Kalayani Bhikkhuni Aram, and then we have the Nirotharam in the north, in Chiang Mai, and also Thepayasthantam in Koyo. We have agreed that our Bhikkhuni Sangha will be coming from Sikkhamānā. So first of all, we give ordination to Samaneri in public. They may stay for 9 days, they would like to stay longer. So we screen the Samaneris, those who have already decided, they have already chosen their path, they would like to become Bhikkhunis. In that case, we make announcement to give them Sikkhamānā. Sikkhamānā proclamation usually comes before the Vasa, once a year. So we should fix the date, maybe 2 weeks before Vasa. Those Samaneris who are now committed, we know that they are very committed, they should not lose their Vasa. So the announcement for the Sikkhamānā, to join in this Sikkhamānā announcement should be 2 weeks before Vasa, and that should be for public, for any Samaneris. Those who already have their center, which means that once they become Sikkhamānā, they should be in the Sangha. They cannot be traveling, they cannot be on their own, because Sikkhamānā will have to be tutored very closely by their teacher, by their Bhikkhuni teacher. Also, once when you're ordained as Bhikkhunis, you still need further 2 years to take Nisaya. Take Nisaya means to be with the teacher, to make sure that you know how to act, how to practice once you are fully ordained as Bhikkhunis. Of course, many of the trainings cannot be given to you when you are not yet Bhikkhunis. They wait until you become Bhikkhunis, only then they can train you as Bhikkhunis. They cannot train Bhikkhuni when you are still a Samaneri, for example. For example, like recitation of the Patimokha, this is among the Bhikkhunis. So unless and until you become Bhikkhunis, they cannot train you before that. So this is understandable. So now I have covered very important point why we reintroduce again Sikkhamānā into the Thai Bhikkhuni Sangha. Because we are preparing the ground so that our Bhikkhuni Sangha are strong, and that there will be no loopholes, so to say, loopholes for other people to ask you, oh, why did you were not Sikkhamānā before, but you should have been Sikkhamānā, because this is what is in the text. This is what in the Vinaya. So we are following this tradition by going back, checking with the text, and try, with respect to the Buddha, try to follow the text, try to follow the Vinaya as much as possible. So I hope you understand about Samaneri, Sikkhamānā, and Bhikkhunis. Thank you.